Hi, this is Kimberly. I am coming on to share an update of my Sisterlocks. I got my Sisterlocks established June 25th and June 26th. It was a total of 12 hours per day, so a total of 24 hours, and I have 396 locks. I was told by my loctician my head is very small. That's why I wasn't able to reach that 400 plus mark. As far as my locks was concerned, my hair is very thick. I have high density. However, my head is really small, especially I believe in the back. It's even really smaller. I have about 14 to 15 inches of hair throughout my head, and that's basically where I started with my locks. I was completely natural, had been natural for at least a good 7 years prior. So moving forward, June 25th, 26th, 2019 was my installation. So I'm only a few days in. What is today? The 29th of June. So today is the 29th of June, and I wanted to share, since I've gotten my install, what I've been experiencing. I've been experiencing, the only thing is loose shedded hair. And what I mean by that is the hair that was supposed to shed is caught in the locks. It's hanging a lot longer than my actual locks, and when you sometimes try to separate them a little bit, you'll notice that they are combining with other locks, and there is like a piece hanging. And like, for instance, this one, if I can show you, just to give you an idea, because I have very kinky textured 4C hair, here we are. So this is connected between two locks, and my dilemma is that it's stuck. Now I had a whole bunch of these at the end, because it's like loose shedded hair and they're combining together like this one. So this is really not like a part of the lock, and it's making it very hard for me to be able to braid my hair at night if I wanted to. If I get ready to wash it, it's going to be hard, because I've got all these little pieces sticking together like this one. And so I did cut a few of them. Now my loctician told me to let them be. I cut a few of them only because it was literally, my hair was bald. Like when I lift like a little piece of this of my hair up, see how those are connected like that? All of this was lifting up. It was literally like they were like attaching to each other, like they were just trying to love on each other, and I didn't know what to do, and it was excessive to me. So I cut some of it. I was very careful with what I did. I made sure that the pieces that I cut were not attached to my locks. It wasn't like I cut up further. It was the pieces that, like, I had a ball like hanging down to here, and it was like 3 different hairs from 3 different locks, and it was attached, and it was like a little ball hanging down here. So I cut that. I don't want it to snag on something and pull up my lock and cause more damage. I cut it. My loctician may kill me for this, but I had to. There's no way I could sit around with these balls hanging from down here from my lock, just free to snag or pull on something or grab onto something and end up pulling up my lock or something. I was nervous about that. You spend a lot of money to get these things done, so you want to be right by them. I don't want to mess them up. I want to care for them. I don't want to neglect certain things like that when I see it. So I did cut it, but I didn't get too scissor happy. If you see, I still have some, because you see how they're like grabbing a hold. I still have some that's connecting, and I have that one stubborn one that I didn't get a hold to that was at the bottom. I think it's this one. Anyway, I just showed it to you so you know which one I'm talking about. So I just wanted to know, I have 4B, 4C hair, which was a very kinky textured hair. And I'm curious if anybody else has experienced this, if they can give me some pointers, some tips of how I can keep those ends maintained a little bit. I do know I don't mess with the one, with the with the locked ends. I know that they're going to be fuzzy. I know that they'll have some hair hanging from it that's not the same length. I get that. It was the ones that was literally hanging down to here, and it's a big ball within itself with like 3 or 4 strands connected to the, I just cut the, the bottom part of it just to cut that ball off because it was hanging too long. Other than that, I don't do much to it. I spray my hair with 100% pure rose water, and I added just a little bit of tea tree oil and jojoba oil in it, just to give it some type of something. I had to put something in it to try to give it a little boost of something. My loctician told me I have really, really good locking hair, and when I did my tester locks, I put some of everything in it just because it was tester locks, so I wanted to try them out. When I did my consultation and I did my tester locks, I put conditioner, oils, all kind of stuff on them. I even deep conditioned them with the rest of my loose natural hair at that time. And when I came, I had no slippage from the tester locks. So I believe, even though I'm not going to do any of those things to my hair, I'm not applying any conditioners, I'm not slathering oil on my hands and putting it on my hair. I know you cannot do that with your locks. You got to let your locks kind of be and let them do their thing before you can start doing some of those things. And you still don't want to do those things after they lock up, because you don't want to cause buildup in your dreads. Loose natural hair and Sisterlocks are 2 totally different ball games when it comes to hair care, and I've been learning that. I've been researching that before I got these done, just trying to figure out what I can learn and what I can do right, by these locks, because you do pay a lot of money for them, so you want to make sure that you're caring for them properly. So I just wanted to share some of this information, and I'm hoping that someone can give me some pointers or tips, and hopefully I will, along the way, as I continue to share my journey, inspire some people to get locks as well. All right, this is Kimmy, and I am out.